What's going on, Bears fans? Coming back at you another edition of Bear Down Forever. It's game day. It's Christmas Eve. Happy holidays to you all. I know y'all ready to watch the game and cheer for our beloved Bears and everything. And just a quick note, okay. I'm gonna touch on some draft stuff real quick. So the Bears can actually get the number one spot, the number one pick in the draft. Excuse me. If now this is a big if, these things have to happen. The Texans have to win. And okay, I'm gonna say it like this: if the Bears and the Texans end with the same record, the Bears would end up with the number one spot because the Texans have the tie. So that therefore they'd have, so. But that's neither here nor there anyway, because I just wanted to put that out there. But anywho, so the Bears have been busy. Everybody knows that they play the Bills today. It's going to be a bitterly cold day. It's a lot of the players have said it's going to be the coldest game that they've ever played in, and some guys are looking forward to it. They're talking about sleeves and no sleeves. I just hope everybody comes out safe and healthy. That's my main concern and everything. I would love to see N'Keal Harry get out there and play. I don't believe Chase Claypool is going to play again because of his knee. And again, I said before, I'm surprised that he finished that game when he got hurt in. But I just really want to see N'Keal Harry can continue to and Byron Pringle too. I would love to see them build a tighter rapport with Justin Fields and everything. I really would love to see that, because these are two players that I believe that the Bears could bring back next season and build with, along with Chase Claypool and Darnell Mooney. And I believe that they'll probably keep EQ, but that also depends on what they do in free agency and the draft. And that's another thing I want to touch base on real quick too, is the fact that the free agency thing now, it's a lot of players that's slated to hit free agency, but the teams still have an opportunity to sign them, or they can go someplace else. So we can't. I know y'all know this. I'm just putting it out there. Maybe somebody's watching who doesn't really grasp the idea, but the teams still have an opportunity to sign their players. They can franchise tag them. Players could go someplace else. They could transition tag them. There's all types of things that can happen. So until they actually hit free agency, so we don't know who's going to be available, because two of the offensive linemen that we thought was going to be available have already been re-signed by the team. So again, I don't know where some of these teams find the money, because it's like the cap is invisible to some teams, but hey, it is what it is. But and of course, the what happens in free agency directly affects the draft. So the players that you sign in free agency affect how you draft and everything. It affects what you do with your first pick. Your picks, your first pick, it's like a domino effect. It has a chain reaction, unless there's somebody of great value there at the same position that you just can't pass up, or maybe you'll trade again, or trade to begin with. But anyway, I want to talk about some of the Bears roster moves headed into the game today. So the Bears have elevated tight end Chase Allen and wide receiver December Webster to the active roster. They've signed defensive back Breon Borders to the active roster. They've elevated Khalil Herbert from injured reserve, which is good. Khalil Herbert has been rehabbing and getting ready to play. And Coach Flu said that he's back and he's looking good and he's ready to see. I don't know how much he's going to play today, but I think as cold as it's going to be, there's going to be a heavy dose of running today. So where I think we're going to see some good stuff. And they've placed Jalen Johnson and Kendall Vildor on injured reserve, so their season is done for this year. And I have to say, I believe Kendall Vildor played very well this season. Yeah, he got beat a few times, but he played leaps and bounds better than he played in the previous seasons. Especially last season, he had a lot of struggles last season, and a lot of players said that this defense is like more like second nature. You know, you don't have to. It's not as you don't have to think as much in this defense. You just react, and it showed in his play. He really played well, but I also believe that the Bears secondary as a whole played amazing this season. Now they had a couple of undrafted rookies who really played amazing this year, and I look forward to seeing them down the line. They may, especially depending on with these two players being on injured reserve now, they're gonna get some more playing time, and that's going to determine what the Bears do in free agency and the draft as far as defensive backs are concerned. So, I like the players that Ryan Poles has brought in and everything. Definitely must improve the defensive and offensive lines, and but because we have to get our edge rush, and we have to get rush period and get pressure on the quarterbacks, and we got to make sure that our quarterback is protected. So so they signed D-back Harrison Hand to the active roster. They signed linebacker Elijah Lee. They signed linebacker Cooney Dang and defensive lineman Terrell Lewis to the practice squad, and they released Justin Payne. And so I know those happened a few days ago, but I didn't get a chance to make the video about them. I'm sure y'all heard about that. Now these players, I know they signed Dang because he the linebacker, they had to play Sanborn on IR and everything, which sucks too, because Sanborn was playing amazing, and I really do believe, and I know people are gonna kill me for saying this, but the way Sanborn was playing and stuff and showing up in practice had a lot to do with them, like, you know, being like, okay, we can trade Roquan, because not saying that he's gonna directly replace Roquan, but they have a young player on a rookie deal, on an undrafted rookie deal, you know, who's showing so much potential and everything, and they can and when it's time to redo his contract, it's still going to be a lot less than what Roquan was going to be commanding and everything. So so that aspect, I'm not saying there was like, oh well, he's going to be the next Roquan. No, that's not what I gathered, but they definitely saw what we ended up seeing on the field, because the guy went out there and he just made play after play after play. Yeah, he didn't have the best 40 times, but he did catch people from behind. I mean, he caught Jalen Hurts from backside, and he caught Tyreek Hill, you know, after he caught a pass, and he tackled him from behind, which says a lot. Now, granted, don't get me wrong, he cannot outrun either one of these players, but he just has great awareness of where the football is going to be, and he attacks the ball. So that being said, you know, I think that his future in Chicago is going to be bright, and I look forward to seeing him again next season, and them building the defense, we're building the linebacker core with him, you know, as the focal point. So we're gonna see, but I just, you know, I'm happy that his injury is not like, you know, he doesn't need surgery or anything, but they're just like, okay, you kind of high ankle sprain that's going to take a few weeks. It's only a few weeks left in the season, so they just made the move. Then this way they could bring in some other players to get an evaluation on them. So we're going to see. So they brought in some new defensive backs and everything. So I don't know if Breon Borders and Harrison Hand will play, but they probably will definitely see some time on special teams. When I say they'll play, I mean like as far as inside the defense is concerned, but we'll see. Justin Fields is like 200 and some odd yards. I can't remember the exact number. Please forgive me. 200 some odd yards away from the quarterback rushing record. I not rookie, but quarterback rushing record, and he has an opportunity, to set a new mark, and I believe he's going to do it. He said I can average around like 70 yards per game, and with the weather being today, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of times where there'll be designated runs and some scrambles that he's going to pick up some yards on. So I believe that he's gonna break the record and set a new mark. So yeah. So again, for the Bears are sitting at the number 2 pick in the draft. If they don't win another game, they're guaranteed that spot. But if the teams with the 4 wins, like, okay, you got Seattle that's right behind them. We want Seattle to win. So this is what it is. Every team that has 4 wins, cheer for them. Cheer for every team with 4 wins, because we want them to win, because we would love to see the Bears win, and I want to see them win, but I want to see them keep their their draft status. You understand what I mean? I'm never going to root for the Bears to lose, but I do want them to keep the draft spot. So I want the other teams that have the 4 wins to win, because that'll put them to 5, and the Bears can win. And you know what I mean? So let's cheer for them teams, and we're gonna bear that forever, like we always do, no matter what. So yeah. So my prediction for this game, I think it's gonna be a lower scoring game. I'm gonna say 24-17 Bears. I'm sorry, Bills. I do think Buffalo's gonna win this, because they don't have. The Bears also miss an offensive lineman, so. And I just don't see. But stranger things have happened. This team has showed resiliency, and they're very, and I still think they're very talented. I know a lot of people say, oh, they don't have anything, but they put up numbers. They're one of the most explosive teams in the NFL, but I just don't know if that's going to be enough to overcome, because the Bills have a lot to play for. They're playing for the number 1 seed in the AFC, so they have a lot to want to win for. So I do think they're going to come in and they're going to be prepared. And you got to remember, the snow is not going to, the cold weather is not going to affect them at all, because up in Buffalo, they play in 12 feet of snow like it's nothing. So yeah, I do think that the Bills will pull this one out. I don't think it's going to be a cakewalk, but I believe that the Bears do have a chance to play spoiler again, like they did last week, and they put up a heck of a show last week. So that being said, I believe the Buffalo will pull this one out. But here we bear down forever, no matter what. We bear down forever. So do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, and enjoy the game and enjoy the holiday season, everybody. Check on your friends and family, because it's a rough time of the year for a lot of people. Now, if you don't celebrate, I understand that, but still, check on your loved ones, because this is definitely a rough time for a lot of people around the world, no matter what, because, it's a lot of times where people think about the ones that they have lost and everything, or somebody's just not doing well. So just check on everybody. You love somebody, just check on them. You know what I mean? Like, hey, listen, like, y'all that watching, like I said, I love y'all, and I say that, I mean that. I appreciate y'all taking the time out to come see me. So I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all. Happy holidays to you. I pray for all of y'all, and taking the time out to come be with me means the world to me. So that being said, I'm a roll. Enjoy the game today. Enjoy being with your families, and enjoy the rest of the weekend, because it's Saturday. So you got the whole weekend ahead of you. So take care. Bear down forever, because we're going to be here forever. I'm out. Go Bears.